Hey everyone, with the removal of the Ultimate Rising and Age of Discovery packs earlier this week, one of the main questions that's being asked is, what packs should I be buying with my gems? Well, let me help you out and share with you the top 10 most powerful cards you can get with your gems. Well, let's get started. At number 10, we have the Summon Skull. The Summon Skull is obtainable from the Wonders of the Sky pack, and it's known for having the highest base attack 1 tribute summon monster, and it comes in at 2500 attack, which is really strong. It's also a normal type monster. That means you can use things like Order to the Charge on it, and it's also great for Fiend decks. And it's very popular right now because Dark Necrofear was released in the last Bakura event. The one last thing to mention about it is that it's also a fusion material for the Black Skull Dragon. So overall, Summon Skull is a great card to have in your deck, and if you need a 1 tribute monster, it's one of the best to have. For number 9, we have Jerry Beansman. It's obtainable from Neo Impact, and it's known because it has a 1750 attack, and that's really strong for a no sacrifice monster. It avoids things like 4-star Ladybug of Doom, and it could take down most of the common 1700 beaters that there are. It's one of the strongest cards, and because of its usability, it's definitely a must-have card for your decks, especially if you run beatdown deck. The next entry on our list is Sonic Duck. Sonic Duck can be gotten from the Wonders of the Sky pack, and it's great because it's only a rare rarity card, meaning you can get a lot of this if you purchase a lot from that pack. And it's a cheap 1700 beater monster, and it's even better because Kaiba and Mai have skills which bring out field spells that will boost this winged beast to 1900. So this card's really becoming a staple in a lot of those decks, and it's already changing the meta, even if it's just a rare rarity card. That's amazing. At number 7, we have Discblade Rider and Birdface. Both of these cards come from the Wonders of the Sky pack, and they're both very useful in their different types of decks that they play in. Discblade Rider is a great Fiend monster, and he really helps out Fiend decks by being 1700 with the option to just rise more in attack. And Birdface is a staple to Harpy decks because it's able to get a Harpy back to your hand from your deck. So both of them are great monsters for their different decks, so I couldn't really separate them, but they're must-have if you're trying to buy packs. Continuing on, number 6, we have Fiend Mega Cyber. It's obtainable from Valkyrie's raid, and honestly, it's the best 1 tribute monster in the game because if your opponent has 2 monsters on their side of the field, you can special summon it to the field and just change the tide of battle. And even if you can't do that, it's a really great 2200 attack monster to sacrifice one of your lower monsters with. Honestly, you should try to get one of these decks and it will really help you out. At number 5, we have the Golden Apples. This card can be obtained from the Flame of the Tyrant pack, and basically it's an essential card for farming Yami Bakura level 40 and other duelists like Kaiba level 40. It has the ability to special summon a monster out of nowhere and also balance out your life points. So this card's really great for that, and as you'll see, more and more decks are using the Golden Apples to farm these legendary duelists, so I would recommend trying to get one if you're looking to use your gem. Number 4 is actually one of my personal favorites. It's Divine Wrath, and it comes from Valkyrie's raid. It is a really powerful trap card, especially in player versus player, and it's able to take care of so many effect monsters. Things like Relinquish, 4-star Ladybug of Doom, and even Daedalus. This monster pretty much kills those cards if you're able to lay it down on the field. It can really turn the tide of a game, and it can even stop something like Karibo from happening. So basically this card has a discard requirement, but overall if you have this card in your deck, it will really save you in a lot of your duels. And personally, like I said, it's one of my favorite cards to use in my decks, so highly recommend you trying to get one of these. For number 3, we have Soul Exchange. This card comes from Valkyrie's Raid, and it has the amazing effect of using your opponent's monsters to tribute summon your own monsters. This is highly used in Gravekeeper's decks, and it was actually used in one of the top decks in the recent Casey Cup. So it's recommended you get 2 of these if you're trying to run Gravekeepers, but like I said, they're very powerful, and even if you're running a deck with tribute monsters in general, this is a must-have card for those tribute monsters, because nothing feels better than destroying one of your opponent's big monsters and using it as a tribute for one of your own monsters. So it's really great, and I would say it's a must-have card from the packs. At number 2, we have Sergeant Electro. This card can be obtained from Flame of the Tyrant pack, and it's one of the strongest cards for PvP. It has the unique ability to lock your opponent's trap and spell card field, and it's just so powerful because it's able to force your opponent to use their trap cards in order for them not to get locked in the field. Even though it has a low 1600 attack, with many protection cards like Spear Karibo, Enemy Controller, and even Windstorm of Itakua, this card just is hard to get off the field, and if he locks a lot of essential cards, he pretty much will win you the game. Personally, this is one of the strongest cards right now in Duel Links, and my strongest recommendation of a card you must get. And finally, at number 1, we have Mirror Wall. This card can be obtained from Neo Impact, and basically this is almost a staple card right now in Duel Links. It's the best card from the packs at the moment, and basically this card can win you duels so easily because if your opponent attacks one of your monsters, you play Mirror Wall and their monster is destroyed. And this kind of swing can really win you games almost instantly. So this is the card people fear that's on the field when you lay down a card, and will try to play around if possible. So basically, because of how powerful this card is, I say it's a must-get card, and definitely if you're going for gems at the moment and you're trying to use your gems, this is the card you should be aiming for. And honestly, it could be added to any deck. So that's my recommendation. So those were the top 10 cards I would recommend you get with your gems. If you need further clarification about packs specifically, I'll be releasing a video soon, and hopefully I'll link to that video somewhere here or in the description, and really clarify which packs I would recommend to get. It's very detailed, so I want to make that video separate. But anyways guys, hopefully that helps you decide on which cards to focus on, and that ends it for this video. Take care, and I'll see you guys all next time!